but the UFC and Dana White have announced the main event of UFC 327, and it is Jiri Prochazka versus Carlos Ulberg. And we, yes, I said we, are getting our belt back. Bro, I am so hyped to see Jiri fight again. I'm so hyped to see Jiri win this championship. I'm so hyped for Jiri, bro. Jiri's my favorite fighter in the UFC. Oh my God, bro. I just love Jiri. I tell everyone how much I love Jiri. Two fighters in the UFC who I have shirts for, and it is Jiri and it is Oliveira, bro. I'm so hyped to see Jiri, and he's fighting Carlos Ulberg, and I'm just so glad the UFC made this matchup, bro. I was so scared they were going to give Jiri Hamzat, bro. I kept telling everyone that fight wouldn't happen, and it made no sense, but in the back of my mind, the UFC does what they want, and if they wanted to give him Hamzat, they would have, and I am just so glad they didn't, bro. I'm so hyped for this fight. I was so excited when I saw that announced. I think the UFC 327 card looks so stacked. I'm so hyped for that. My birthday's later in the month, so happy birthday to me. I'm going to celebrate with Jiri. Jiri going to have his championship back. I'm going to be celebrating turning 23 years young, and I'm so hyped. So I'll break down the rest of the card later. This video, we're just talking about Jiri versus Ulberg and why Jiri and I are winning our belt back. So first off, like I said, I'm just glad the UFC did this. Carlos Ulberg, how tough do I think he is? How big of a jump do I think this is for Jiri? And honestly, bro, I think Jiri gets this done. I'm taking Jiri by knockout. And this isn't biased. This isn't biased. This is like, I'm very biased, but like, this isn't a biased take. I genuinely believe Jiri is going to win this by knockout. I just don't see another thing happening. So I'll kind of break down why I think that, kind of what my thought process is here, kind of a little bits about both of them, right? So we're going to go ahead and start with Jiri, bro. Jiri's been in the UFC a little bit. Former champion. Only person he's lost to in the UFC is Alex Poatan Pereira, who he has lost to 2 times. Both by knockout. Both didn't look great. But Jiri is so good against everyone else, bro. I know he got knocked out twice by Pereira, but no one else has even touched Jiri's chin, bro. He took so many clean headshots from Khalil Rountree, and he just got mad. He'd get punched in the face and get pissed, bro. Who else is doing that? Who else is taking those punches from Khalil Rountree like that? Bro, Khalil did less damage to Jiri than he did to Alex Pereira, dude. Jiri took those shots better. I think there's just something about Pereira that gets in Jiri's head. I think it's some kind of spiritual thing where he just doesn't believe he can beat Pereira, so he doesn't perform well, dude. I know people joke that Jiri has, like, super autism, and he probably does, but, like, bro, Jiri's so good. In another universe where Israel Adesanya isn't talking shit in a random bar, Jiri is still the champion. Jiri hasn't lost. Jiri is just at the king of the light heavyweights, arguably light heavyweight GOAT. You know, he's beating everyone, bro. No one but Alex Pereira can touch Jiri. But let's break this down. Let's break down why I think Jiri's going to win. Because this isn't just bias, bro. I am confident. I am so confident Jiri's winning this by knockout. So, Carlos Ulberg, he's faster than Jiri. He's more athletic than Jiri. He definitely has better, like, defense than Jiri. But that's about it, bro. I think Jiri's chin is better. I know we've seen Jiri get knocked out more recently and more times. But like I said, it's only by Alex Pereira. And I know no one cares about this fight because they just think Pereira's going to knock Ulberg out anyways. We never saw Ulberg versus Pereira. But Pereira knocks out Ulberg, dude. Like, if you don't think Pereira knocks out Ulberg, you're fucking, like, y'all know, do not genuinely believe that Ulberg was the guy who was going to beat Pereira at light heavyweight, bro. Because that shit was not happening, dog. Like, I don't know how I can, like, make it more clear that it just wasn't the move, bro. Like, yeah, no one is knocking out Jiri but Pereira, bro. Ulberg's not knocking out Jiri, bro. Jiri has a granite chin other than when he's fighting Alex Pereira and his spiritual energy, dude. Like, Jiri, like, Carlos Ulberg, he's more technical than Jiri for sure. That's a really low bar. Jiri just fights so weird, bro. And I know Ulberg is on this big 7-fight win streak, But if we're being, like, for real, he lost to a 42-year-old Jan Blachowicz. Bro, everyone knows that fight was a robbery. Everyone knows that Jan Blachowicz should have won round 1 and 3. So Ulberg's not even on this big win streak y'all are talking about, bro. And it kind of blew my mind that Jiri and Blachowicz never fought. I just feel like that fight is a fight that, it just feels like the fight that happened, you know? But I was looking through Jiri's thing. So I was trying to rewatch Jiri versus Blachowicz to kind of do that comparison. And I'm like, what? So that kind of baffled me, bro. I really feel like I have a vivid memory of them fighting. Maybe it's a fever dream. Maybe it was something I did in UFC 5, bro. Fuck if I know. It just feels like it happened, though, right? Am I geeking? Y'all think that, too? No, but, like, literally, Jan Blachowicz, old man, 42-year-old Jan Blachowicz, beat Ulberg. Bro, Jan Blachowicz doesn't touch any version of Jan Blachowicz does not touch any version of Jiri, bro. Like, Ulberg lost that fight. And other than Jan Blachowicz, who's the best person Ulberg has fought? Dominic Reyes, who Jiri beat a better version of, bro. Jiri beat Dominic Reyes in 2021. That was peak Reyes, bro. Like, that was right after his John Jones fight where he should have won. And if he did beat John Jones, he just would have fucking lost to Jiri. And his career probably would have went the same way, other than he got to say he's the guy who beat John Jones. Which is a whole other thing, bro. Like, a lot of robberies in the light heavyweight division. But Ulberg has never fought anyone as good as Jiri. And who has Jiri fought? Jiri's fought everyone, bro. Jiri's fought Teixeira. Ulberg doesn't beat Teixeira, bro. Prime Teixeira, the version of Teixeira that Jiri fought, Ulberg doesn't beat him. Ulberg doesn't beat Pereira. Does Ulberg beat Rountree? I think Rountree could easily, if it's in a 3-rounder, I think Rountree can easily take round 1 and round 2 from Ulberg. Like, it's just crazy that Ulberg got this high rank, got this title fight, without having to beat some guys. Like, has he even fought Jamal Hill, bro? Am I geeking? Like, I think he beats Jamal Hill, but has he fought Jamal Hill? Like, I feel like he hasn't, bro. Like, who has Ulberg fought that is so impressive that y'all think he's gonna beat Jiri? Because I don't think he does. Like, again, he's faster, bro, but he's not knocking Jiri out. And when he gasses out, because we've seen him gas out before, when he gasses out, Jiri is knocking him out, bro. Jiri by knockout, and I can see it happening in any round, bro. It wouldn't surprise me if it happened in round 1. It wouldn't surprise me if it happened in round 5. And I know they both got plenty of first-round finishes. But I think this is going past the first round. If you guys rewatch the Dominic Reyes versus Carlos Ulberg fight, Carlos Ulberg was kind of like just playing defensively, bro. Like the whole first round until he knocked Reyes out, he was just kind of keeping his distance, just letting Reyes chase him down, kind of like going from side to side of the cage, making like Reyes try to cut him off. And then he just taps him with just traps him with leg kicks. And then Reyes charged. Ulberg hit him with a clean combination, and it knocked Reyes out because Reyes has no chin. Bro, that does not knock Jiri out, bro. Jiri eats that, and Jiri gets pissed. And when he eats that, bro, tell me he's not throwing a random jump knee. That's what he does, bro. I love Jiri because he just randomly be hitting the jump button sometimes, bro. It's on accident. It is so funny. Bro, I can just see it so vividly in my head. I can just picture this fight in a way I've never been able to picture any other fight before. And that's maybe Ulberg wins round 1. Maybe Ulberg wins round 2. But if this does somehow go to decision, Jiri wins the last 3 rounds. But I don't think he's going to get there, bro. I think that Ulberg's going to gas out, and then Jiri's going to take advantage of it and knock him out. Kind of similar to what we saw in the Khalil Rountree fight, just maybe over more rounds. You know, I think that Ulberg's probably going to win round 1. He's probably going to look pretty good. People are going to be like, oh, shit, bro. Does he beat Jiri? I think Jiri will land maybe a couple shots on him. Maybe not clean, but he'll land a couple shots. And Ulberg will land a couple of combinations. And people will be like, shit. Round 2, possibly the same story, you know, jabbing him with the leg kicks, throwing some jabs, kind of running away, not letting Jiri, get close enough to land anything just because Ulberg's so fast and he can do that. Ulberg's probably the fastest light heavyweight. But Jiri, dude, by the time round 3 comes, by the time Ulberg starts slowing down, and that's when Jiri starts landing shots. That's when every combination makes Jiri look pissed off. That's when Jiri comes alive, and that's when Jiri starts landing those weird combinations, those weird shots where you have no idea where he's going to hit you, but he's going to hit you. Because Jiri can hit you from fucking anywhere at any time, bro. And nothing he does makes sense. That's why Jiri's so hard to fight. Because other people, they have a way to train. You know, they can train with someone who kind of fights like their opponent. Who the fuck can fight like Jiri, bro? Like in your training? Nobody. Nobody can, bro. Jiri just fights so weird, so untechnical, but so good that there's no way for Ulberg to prepare for this fight. Unless Ulberg can somehow clip Jiri like Alex Pereira did, he's not winning. And Ulberg's not doing that, bro. Like, just this run Jiri's on, bro. Just like, no one but Pereira is beating him. And he's strung together a couple wins since Pereira. Bro, Jiri looks so unstoppable. Like, the same demons that don't allow Jiri to beat Pereira seem like they've turned around, bro. Just like, it feels like it's Jiri's destiny to win the belt back. Just from the way he was crying in the crowd in his fucking samurai outfit when Alex Pereira won the belt back, dude. After a tough fucking fight with Khalil Rountree, he's just in the crowd crying because Alex Pereira got his belt back. And Jiri just couldn't wait to feel that moment to get his belt back. And I think he does it, bro. I just do not see Jiri losing this. It just feels like his destiny, just the run he's on, just his energy, just the, like, everything, bro. Everything in me. I don't see Jiri losing this, bro. Like, not like what's real, no movie shit, bro. But Jiri, I feel like, is just meant to win this fight. And I think he's going to. And I think he's going to knock out Ulberg, bro. I don't think Ulberg shouldn't have to beat him. I think he's going to be king of the lightweights again. Light heavyweight, sorry. Jiri's going to be king of the light heavyweights again. And who fucking beats him, bro? I think Jiri's going to go on another title run. I think Jiri's going to win this, go on another title run, stack up 4 or 5 defenses, maybe get knocked out and call it quits, maybe retire on top. I don't know, bro, but Jiri's going to win this belt back. And Jiri's going to go on a run, and I'm going to be so fucking hyped, bro. Where the fuck is my Jiri shirt? Bro, I'm so hyped to watch Jiri win this belt. I can maybe see Ulberg taking a round or two, but Jiri is going to win this fight. Jiri's going to get it done. I know people are memeing it. I know people are saying Jiri by KO round 5, 4 minutes and 59 seconds into the round. And I hate that that's a meme, because the same kind of memes people made about Dricus du Plessis before he lost to Hamza. Bro, Jiri is not a meme fighter. Jiri's a really fucking good fighter, dude. Just because he's weird, just because of his super autism, just because he's not the most technical, doesn't take away from his ability, bro. Jiri has a gas tank like nobody else, bro. Jiri's not gassing out. Jiri can take hits. I know people think Jiri doesn't have a good chin, but, bro, he got hit with so many clean shots from Khalil Rountree. Didn't touch him, bro. He got pissed. Jiri, if he takes these shots from Carlos Ulberg, who I don't think he hits as hard. I don't think he hits as hard as Khalil Rountree. I think if he gets these shots, he's just going to get pissed off, bro. He's just going to attack Ulberg. And once Ulberg slows down, all Jiri, bro. All Jiri. Jiri is winning this fight, and you guys cannot convince me he is not. But if you guys want to have a spirited debate about that, let me know in the comments. If you guys think Jiri's winning, let me know that, bro. Let me know what you think happens next with these two fighters after this fight. Let me know how excited you are for 327. As always, this is Hard Takes MMA. Leave a like on the video if you liked it, and stay hard. Stay hard for me.
Got a private jet, but I stay up in the shadows. Late night in the city, yeah, I'm winning all the battles. I'm a billionaire, boy, go check the tag bracket. Black on black suit, yeah, custom made jacket.